So, if you're someone who is dealing with people pleasing tendencies or you have a history with people pleasing, this is going to be a really great video for you. I am someone, I would consider myself a recovering people pleaser. I'm a Pisces rising. I think it just kind of comes with the territory, but it's been a really important aspect of my own healing journey, and it's something that I am consistently working at, and it tends to be something that I work a lot with my clients on. Most of my clients are highly sensitive and deal with this to some capacity, but they are not exclusive, mutually exclusive. You can totally be highly sensitive and not deal with people pleasing, and you can also not be highly sensitive and deal with people pleasing. So today we're going to focus on the experience in our bodies that happens when we think of a person or a situation where people pleasing comes up. Most times there is a stress response because it does not feel safe to speak our truth, to speak our boundaries, or to just communicate what's true and real for us. Many of us have had experiences in childhood where we were not validated, or perhaps our experience wasn't accepted, or perhaps even we had retaliation, a loss of a friendship, or a loss of love. And so our survival mechanism can be the fawn response, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, as a means of survival, as a means of, if I don't say this thing, if I appease to this person, I will be safe. And the truth is, in most situations, that's not true. We are in adult bodies at this point, and we can train our nervous systems to feel safe in moments where we need to speak our truth, whether someone agrees with us or not. So if you're new to tapping, you can go ahead and look at some of my earlier videos where I go through what it is, the benefits, and what it does. But for now, I just invite you to think of a person or a situation where people pleasing either has come up, is coming up, or you feel like will come up. And I encourage you to just think of one thing, one person or one thing. EFT works best when we are specific. When we think of like these big kind of general topics, it can be overwhelming for us and overwhelm our nervous system. So just think of one specific person or thing. And then just noticing, as you think about this person or this thing, where you feel it in your body. It can be a pit in your stomach. Maybe there's tightness in your chest. It can be anywhere in your body, but just notice where it is for you. And then notice on a scale of 0 to 10, what the intensity of that sensation is. We're going to come back to that number at the end. And when you're ready, you can start tapping on the side of your hand. And I'm going to give you an opportunity throughout these rounds to fill in the blank. So I might leave a space for you to communicate what is true and detailed and real for you. So go ahead and tap on the side of the hand, repeating after me, either out loud or in your mind. Even though I feel this need to people please, when I think about, and then go ahead and say who or what you think about. I choose to have compassion for myself. And right here, right now, I'm safe and I'm okay. Even though I feel all of this sensation in and go ahead and say what your sensation is and where you feel it. I choose to have compassion for myself. And it's okay that I feel this way. And the last time on the side of the hand, even though I feel all of this sensation in my body, just thinking about, and then go ahead and say who or what you're thinking about, and the need to people please just comes up. I choose to have compassion for myself. And it's totally valid and makes sense that I feel this way. And go ahead and tap on the top of the head and just take a deep breath in here. And release out through the nose, out through the mouth. And then go ahead and tap on the eyebrow point. And then go ahead and say the name of the person where people pleasing tends to come up for you. Again, don't choose the most dysregulating person, maybe choose someone that's like between a 2 and a 5 in terms of intensity. And then go ahead and tap on the side of the eye and just bring to mind this person and notice what happens in your body. Tapping underneath the eye. When I think, repeating after me, when I think about this person, I feel this sensation in my, and then go ahead and say what you feel. Moving underneath the nose. It doesn't feel safe to communicate myself to them. Moving to the chin. And pause here and think about what exactly doesn't feel safe. And then moving to the collarbone. What is the fear exactly that has you feeling this sensation or the need to people please? Moving underneath the arm, repeating after me. Maybe it feels safer to not speak my truth. Moving to the top of the head. I'm scared I might lose love. Moving to the eyebrow point. Maybe I'm afraid that I'll be retaliated against. Moving to the side of the eye. Maybe I'm afraid I'll be ridiculed. Moving underneath the eye. Maybe I'm afraid I won't be heard. Moving underneath the nose. Or maybe I'm afraid I will lose the relationship in general. Moving to the chin. But there's a lot of fear here. Moving to the collarbone point, and it's okay. Moving underneath the arm. Maybe I've had experiences in the past. Tapping on the top of the head, where speaking my truth, or my perspective, or my opinion. Tapping on the eyebrow point, cause me to feel hurt or harm. Moving to the side of the eye. So now it just feels safer to not say anything at all. Moving underneath the eye. Or I just agree with them. Moving underneath the nose. Or maybe I just pretend like I'm okay. Moving to the chin, and I choose to have so much compassion for myself. Moving to the collarbone, because at some point in time in my past, moving underneath the arm, those things did make me feel safe. Moving to the top of the head. But maybe I can have a different experience now. Moving to the eyebrow point. Maybe I can tell the younger version of me who felt this fear. Moving to the side of the eye. That right here and now, we're safe. Moving underneath the eye and just taking a moment again, pausing here. Notice what you're feeling in the body. And again, just bring to mind this person. And I encourage you to bring to mind what exactly feels, again, like it's causing you to feel like you need to people please. Is it their tone of voice? Is it the way that they look at you? Moving underneath the nose. And just see if you can breathe into where you feel the sensation when you think about this. Moving to the chin. It's okay that I feel this way. Moving to the collarbone. The more that I tap and give a voice to my experience, moving underneath the arm, the more I can release my stress around it. Moving to the top of the head. And maybe, just maybe, I can start to feel a little bit more space in my body. Tapping on the eyebrow point. Maybe it is safe for me to speak my truth, or my experience, or my perspective. Moving to the side of the eye and just tapping here for a moment and just thinking, what is it that you do need to hear? What will make you feel safe? Tapping underneath the eye here, and go ahead and say those things. Like, it's safe for me to speak my experience. It's safe for me to speak my truth. Moving underneath the nose. I can handle if there's conflict. Moving to the chin. And maybe it's actually safer for me to speak what's true for me versus suppressing, hiding, or lying about it. Moving to the collarbone point, taking a deep breath in here and releasing out through the mouth. Moving underneath the arm. And maybe I'll actually be met with kindness or care and be heard and listened to. Moving to the top of the head. And even if I'm not, moving to the eyebrow point. I spoke my truth. Moving to the side of the eye. And right here, right now, I'm still safe. Moving underneath the eye. Maybe I don't have to do the biggest action in terms of speaking my truth. Moving underneath the nose. Maybe I can start with just one small action where I say what's real and true for me. Moving to the chin so that I can create that safety in my body. Collarbone, and know that I don't have to appease or people please moving forward. Moving underneath the arm, and I create more possibility to release this and create a new experience for myself here and now. You can go ahead and stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and out. And then just notice that number. Come back to that number. Think of that person or that situation. Notice if the number went up or went down. Maybe the sensation moved to different parts of the body. You're welcome to do this again and maybe think of another component or aspect of that person or the situation that's causing you to feel the dysregulation. Or maybe previous experiences came up and you can tap on that. You're also welcome to book a one-on-one with me. All the information is down below. And I hope that this was helpful for you, and I'll see you soon.